Welcome back to Tribal Council Zeit. Each of you escaped that concurrent Tribal Council last time. All excited, all happy, gone unscathed, just for Trimo to go up, to be knocked in the face with a double Tribal Council. Gwen, I see you shaking your head. You look unimpressed. How are the gamut of emotions in this game? How do you deal with that?
I don't. No, in all seriousness, like these games do put you through a lot of emotions, and I do have to remind myself a lot that it is just a game. And like in the end, it is just a game, and like these emotions, they are real, but at the end of the day, it's not something that affects, my real life in the long term. So like, I try and kind of like that's how I kind of try and cope with it and kind of distract myself with something else sometimes, because I get really anxious in these games, and the emotions can definitely go up and down, and it can be hard, but I think at the end of the day, you have to take care of yourself, and if it's something that is like affecting your real life, then you got to, figure something out.
How do you make this decision?
Well, I'm voting for you.
I know that was an easy one. How do you make the real decision?
I think that there are people that have their heart more in this game than others, and I think that's kind of where my vote is going tonight.
Brian.
Hello.
You showed your heart at the last Tribal Council. Does that make you feel relieved that Gwen isn't talking about me? If that's real, if that's a real reason.
I mean, at the last Tribal Council, it was a lot of guilt coming to surface, because the push and pull of it was I wanted to stay because I wanted to help this tribe. But the other side of that is I'm taking the spot of someone like Travis, who's probably here, heart and soul and all his availability being put into this. So that was where the emotion was coming from. And yeah, of course, there's heart. Like, I'm not going to do this halfway across the world with my time zone inverted if my heart is not here. But again, if I have to feel that kind of guilt again over and over, I don't think that it's healthy for me. So literally today, I just chose not to go on calls or talk to people anymore. I kind of just like let things ride and just let it flow from there.
You feeling better?
I am
more refreshed.
I am. Like, the only thing I lack now is my shower, but everything else is here. I actually have a bed now. I don't sleep on the floor anymore, so I'm like, huh. So yeah, I feel human again. So there
Awesome.
It is.
Awesome. Best of luck tonight. Brittany, what have you done since Tremail went up and you realized, oh shit, we're all going right back to fucking tribal? What have you done socially, strategically to ensure that of the 5 of you that are vulnerable, it's not you?
Well, I think we all feel like we're vulnerable, but I'm the last one to join the tribe, so I feel like there's a little bit more of a easy way of people going, hey, like, she doesn't have as many ties. So, I mean, I did what I could. I had conversations with people, but I didn't also want to push myself on other people. So I just I did my challenge. I've strategically, like, not even strategically, just tried to talk to people, and like I let them know, like, hey, this is where my vote is going to fall. It's nothing personal. I don't want to vote anyone. But at the same time, I don't want to leave when I am trying to put a lot of energy into this game, and it's nothing personal against anyone. And I just kind of like said straight up, like, I'm not telling you how to vote. I'm not telling anyone else how to vote, but this is where I'm going. I don't want you to feel like I'm just like a loose cannon, right? Or whatever. I've just tried to make people feel comfortable in where I'm at, rather than trying to force bonds and stuff like that, because that just makes people feel, I think, a little bit less secure when you force something.
Lauren, thank you, Brittany. Best of luck in the vote. Lauren.
Thank you.
Hi.
This is the first time or the second time this tribe with these 6 have been like having to vote at tribal council. Last Last time it was a little bit different of a different situation, but this time now you're actually forced without the option of voting out somebody from the other tribe. So do you feel like, is this game fluid now? Has it integrated fans and favorites, or do you still feel like it is fans versus favorites, in which case 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, there's 3 fans, 3 favorites? Where's your head at? Is it integrated, or is it still those initial tribe dynamics lingering?
I feel like it's integrated a lot. Like I don't see it as fans and favorites. I see it as 6 people on one tribe and everything. Like I don't see us as like different groups. Like I see us as like one.
Do you feel
So
like,
I don't know if everybody else sees it like that, but that's how I see it. Like I don't know.
do you
I
feel like
don't believe
because
in-
you see it as one, that like you've integrated within this tribe? Because I would doubt somebody from like an outside perspective who doesn't feel included would see it as one, right? So do you feel included? Do you feel like part of this team, part of the family?
I feel like I do. I mean, we'll find out, I guess. But I feel like we are like a family. So like this is probably like a really hard vote. So because I actually like all 5 other people on this tribe. So
Best of luck tonight, Lauren. Shannon, how you feeling?
Scared as hell.
Why?
It's tribal. I don't have immunity. So I think the only person who isn't afraid has that immunity. So yeah, I mean, we're pretty sure, like, everybody I'm sure knows where the votes are going, but you don't know what's gonna happen. So it's scary.
How, like, what is this vote concerning? Is it like just to get through the vote? Oh, I heard a name, it's not me, let's do it. Or is this more of like a vote that is more methodical and thought out to set up for the future?
Well, it's like Gwen said, there are people whose heart are more in it. How can I put this? Yeah, I mean, there's people who really want to be here. Not that other people don't want to be, but I mean, some people are more sidetracked and have a lot more going on and can't quite put their all into it. So, and this person has said that they would rather people who really want to be here. So, yeah, so hopefully, I think we're set and everybody knows how it's going to go. So, or everybody thinks they know how it's going to go. I'm hoping that's the way. So,
All right, thank you, Shannon.
my fingers, toes, and eyes are all crossed.
The only person tonight who ain't got shit to worry about, maybe that's why they're beaming from head to toe in just safety and glamour tonight. Bria, how does it feel? How did it feel to not only finish that fucking challenge in 20 seconds, but then realize you won and realize you're safe at this crazy episode?
Well, I will say I did, go out and buy myself a cake and everything. And I did like throw like a little party and stuff. So, I even took my dogs on a walk and stuff like that. So I was really happy. It feels really good because I felt scared like every single tribal. And I think the only other person who can relate is Lauren, because we've been on every single tribe together and we've been going to every single tribal that there possibly can be. I think except for 1 or 2. But it's just like I'm going to travel, but I feel like I'm not going to travel. I feel like I'm just coming here just to watch. So I feel good. I feel really good.
Does this safety like matter when it comes to what happens tonight? Because you're safe and no votes can come your way, do you feel a little bit more ballsy and confident in that? Let me make sure what I want to happen happens, because repercussions really, at least in terms of getting your torch snuffed.
Oh, Sandy, you know what I'm thinking? I guess I'm thinking like maybe I feel like a little bit ballsy, but honestly, like everybody said, the tribe's like a family, so I wouldn't even want to like feel ballsy with these people. Honestly, I just feel like I couldn't like really try to do anything like that because personally, just like you know, this is my heart for this tribe. I like this tribe more than like almost every tribe that I've ever like been on. So I can't really see myself doing that. So honestly, I think what I'm personally doing is probably going to be just, you know, voting on the person who said it is okay for them to go.
All right. With that being said, anybody have anything they want to get off their chest before we get to the vote? Okay, it's time to vote. Please head over to your Discord confessionals. Type in the name of the person that you want to see written on the parchment, and I will go and tally the votes. I have the votes. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. If anybody is in possession of a hidden immunity idol or other game power, you want to play it, got to do it now.
Sandy, I would like to play my idol for Shannon.
This is the Zeit idol. Any votes cast for Shannon will not count. First vote, Brian. Britt. It's one vote for Brian, one vote for Brittany. Brittany.
Mhm.
2 votes for Brittany, 1 vote for Brian. Brittany. That's 3 votes for Brittany, 1 vote for Brian. 9th person voted out of iSurv1vor, Black Forest.
Knew it. Good luck, guys.
Brittany,
I love you, girl.
you
I'm
can
sorry.
say something, anything you want before I snuff that torch.
No, I'm good. I knew what was happening.
Brittany, you know I
knew
love
it.
you. You are one of my best friends I've ever made in my entire life. The fact that you agreed to come back and play after all this time, so far removed from orgs, it was like 2008 again, all over again, just in a different capacity. Like, you know, we were young 20-year-olds and now we're mid 30-year-olds. I love you. It's been a pleasure. We're going to want to touch base with you quickly for just like a quick excerpt interview. So pay attention to your production chat.
Okay.
Love you.
Love you. Bye.
No, hi, Brittany.
Bye, Brittany. We love you.
Oh no, she looked like she was gonna cry. That makes me upset.
Zeit. You survived another one. You guys can head back to camp and I will see you for the announcement here in just a little bit.